All right, welcome. In this video, we're going to be talking about how your mind helps create your reality. I'm Chris from Men of Integrity, where we help build stronger, better men for a brighter future. Now, like I said, this video is about helping how you can use your mind to create the world around you. It's called Perception is Projection. We're already doing it as we speak. I'll tell you a little story before we start. Think of two dogs, right? There's two dogs at a fun house, and one runs into the mirror room first. And it runs in and it comes out barking and yelling and screaming and it comes running off. Then the next dog runs into that same mirror room. It sees its reflection in the mirror and it starts wagging its tail all happy. Now, what's the difference between those two dogs? They both saw their own reflection in the mirror, but what they each perceived was totally different. One dog perceived anger, another a vicious dog trying to attack it, and the other dog saw a friend. Each of those dogs created their own reality by what they perceived back. I'm going to take it a step further. Our whole world that we have created right now is from the sum total of our conscious and unconscious thoughts. So I want to be clear. I'm not putting all the pressure on you to say you caused all the hard times that you've gone through consciously. But with all the unconscious beliefs that we have, the things we see on the media, the imprints that our parents put on us as kids, has created the world around us through our beliefs and essentially our perceptions. If you could watch the same movie as someone else and they could see something terrible in that movie, whereas you could see it as a positive story. It all comes to what we believe. Now, I have had this thrown in my face just not long ago. I thought I'd done all the hard work, created my own reality. I'm starting to get on a great positive track. And then someone from my past calls me up and got into a deep argument. And at first I was feeling it. I was like, what happened? I got triggered myself. But in the end, I ended up thanking that person for helping me realize that I have my own unconscious beliefs that I haven't dealt with, but it brought them to the surface. See, I managed to turn it into a positive, what could have been extreme negative. I could have been down in the dumps and moping and thinking, how could this be? I'm such a positive person. How is this bad stuff still happening? But what I did is realized, well, there must be something that I haven't dealt with yet. And that's what I'm doing. I'm working on it now. So how can we get to the root core of these deep beliefs that are creating our reality? Because if your life isn't exactly where you want it to be, yet consciously you think, I see the positive things in life. I don't hold on to the negative. How can we outroot these? Well, first, be thankful for when these things do show their ugly faces and be like, this is a deep-seated belief that I haven't dealt with yet. Then what you got to do is, first of all, thank them, and then try and figure out where it comes from. Try and think of the positive outlook of where this come from. So is it a love issue? You have an issue with love, and you realize, I thought I dealt with all that. Like, I've got my finances on track, my health is on track, yet this old friend from the past has come up with a negative, relationship side of things. Flip it onto the positive and go, okay, I am a loving, caring person. Keep telling yourself that through repetition. Now, don't just suppress that feeling that come up. If it did trigger you in a deep way, observe it. And that's why I want you to observe it and allow it to be and ask, what's the root cause of this? Where is it really coming from? Put yourself in the client position for once and do a bit of therapy on yourself. Where did this come from? Where did this thought that I'm not worthy or that I'm not loving or whatever they called you or whatever they said to you, ask yourself, where did it come from? Once you sort of uncovered what the actual belief is, then you can start flipping it over and start saying the opposite. And repetition is key. Repetition is key. When I say meditate every morning, or self-hypnosis is what I prefer, because meditation is simply observing your thoughts, whereas self-hypnosis is a guided focus, on a laser point focus on what it is you want. So once you know the opposite, and you've got the positive frame of what it is you want and who you say you are going to be, focus on that and make that a belief by laser focusing in on that while you go into a hypnotic state. Meditate on it, if you will. Meditate on that positive state until it starts to become a part of your core. Now, obviously, it's an ongoing process, because if it's still happening to me and I've been doing it for years, it's just uncovered something deep that I didn't even know that was there, which is brilliant. I'm so grateful because now I can move forward and make that part of my life the next focus. So start uncovering your unconscious beliefs and repeat and repeat and repeat the positive outcome of what you want to be. I am statements are the perfect for this. I write them down because that helps me see it. It's a physical act of writing, and then I can reread it later. I am a loving, caring person. Or I am great with money. I'm a wealthy person. Money flows to me. Or I am healthy as can be. I love working out. I'm a healthy eater. Whatever it is that your main core is, and I always suggest focus on one thing to start off with and achieve that one thing and then build on that success. But just keep repeating. Now, as I said, a fast track to getting this to where you want it to be is to focus on, is to use hypnosis, NLP, or time techniques. Now, I'm going to delve deeper into time techniques in a future video because I'm actually developing now hypnotic routines that you guys can use because I want you guys to do good. Because perception is projection, which means that everything in the outside world is a reflection of what's on the inside world. That's why I said your thoughts can create your reality. So I want you guys to do good because if you guys are doing good, I get to do good. Back to being selfish, I'm being selfless to be selfish. I flipped that one on its head. Well, yeah, what's that? Bloody spider. But I didn't hurt it. I just moved it over there. I'll take it outside after this video. Because you know what? They do me a favor too. They help get rid of the mosquitoes for me. So, love everything, Not a fan of the cockroaches. I'm happy as long as they stay outside. But again, back to the reflection of your reality. So whatever you see in the world is you. So put out a positive energy. And if you're adding value to the world, you'll receive even more. Right? With that happy thought, stay focused on what you want. Be grateful for everything that happens to your life because every negative emotion, every positive emotion, it's a message to you that you're either on the right track or that's something you got to deal with. Okay? There are no bad things that happen. It's just how you perceive it. So with that happy thought, I'm off to the gym. You guys have a wonderful day. Adios.